Hello everyone, this is Darsonovia here. This time we're returning to the comics. There is going to be a lot of comic book reviews for a while before I get to the episode 2 novelization. And I can't promise when I'm going to review The Approaching Storm, but I guarantee you by the time we get to the episode 2 novelization, we're going to be at least over at 100 episodes in. And considering the fact that I want to read this material before I go to the Clone Wars, because I'm primarily going to focus strictly on that and nothing really else. So I want to read whatever stories I can before, I start it. I know I'm going to miss out on some stories, but again, if I don't own it, I don't review it. Anyway, this is a review on the second Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon miniseries called Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Last Stand on Ord Mantell. What is this story really about? Well, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon go to Mount Oltel to find out what's really going on. Because there's a person that appears at the very beginning of the comic that isn't friendly with the Jedi, and it seems at first that she's the victim, but is she? You're going to have to read to find out. Now, what do I think of this story? I don't want to give away too much because I think if you want to find out what's in this content and the story, you could read it for yourself. Whatever means you think is necessary. I'm not going to endorse piracy, so don't expect me to do that. This story, I think it's good. To be honest, it's not amazing. I don't think it's as good as anything you'll read in the Jedi Apprentice novels. Unfortunately, those novels, like I said in my previous review when I talked about the Xanatos arc, they're not widely available unless you pirate them. So, unfortunately, there isn't that many comics featuring Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon together. And if you're a huge Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon fan and you want to read everything related to those characters, well, I would recommend picking it up. There's better comics out there, I will let you know, but it isn't a bad comic. I think the story is good. I think the art is good. It's not, at least you know which characters, who they are. I mean, I know not all artists are able to make Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon look like they're actors, but I do look as a story on its own. It isn't a bad story. I mean, if it was any longer than 3 issues, I think it would not be as good as it is. I don't consider it even close to one of the best Star Wars comics I've read, but if you are looking to pick up some more Star Wars material that takes place in the prequel era, I think I would recommend it. Because this era is not explored as much in the EU, unfortunately, as it could have been, but that's a topic for another time. Anyway, I know this is a short review, but then again, there's only 3 issues to talk about, and I don't want to really give away the story, honestly. I wanted to give a general gist about what happens. Anyway, I give it a good rating, and next time I'm going to talk about the Jedi Council at War. Later, guys.